boy, there are a ton of people in the studio right now.
Yeah, we got a full hot. We got to turn the air up a little bit because this thing's going to get hot in here.
Mm-hmm.
We got egg rolls cooking. We got Kruger Farms in the house. Don and Nate from Kruger Farms, and then Field Hudnall, who we've been talking about all week. Expert. I guess you tell us exactly what your forte is or what you do.
I don't claim to be a master of anything, but basically my entire life I spent building duck and goose calls and calling competitions and waterfowl hunting, really. So can't think of a better place to be than Minnesota the day before opening day of duck season.
Absolutely.
It's an exciting time around here.
You're in the perfect spot.
Yeah, so duck, it opens tomorrow at sunrise, I'm guessing. That's the time. Is there, They're not just when the sun comes up, you can start shooting, right?
Half hour before sunrise.
Half an hour? Okay. Now,
that's early. Is that earlier than we get up? No.
No.
No, I suppose the sunrise is a little bit later now, isn't it?
I
That's
think it's like 6:37 or something like that.
Okay, that's not so bad.
Does this warm weather, is that good or bad for duck hunting? Because this is the one thing that I hunt pheasants and deer, but I've never been a big duck guy.
Yeah, waterfowl hunters are kind of a different breed. We want it to be as cold and nasty as possible.
Really?
Because that's what makes the best hunting.
Okay.
Coming up to Minnesota, I was asking Don, hey, do I need, I'm thinking Minnesota, cold weather, I need bibs and jackets. And he's like, no, not so much. So it's going to be in the 80s. This is Kentucky weather.
It is crazy. It is crazy.
So how did you get into this?
My dad started my brother and I out at a young age, and it's just, I love hunting anything you can call. So coyotes, ducks, geese, turkeys. Waterfowl hunting is a camaraderie sport where you get out there, it's social, you're having a good time, you're with your buddies, and it's just, there's nothing like it.
What's a coyote call sound like?
Oh, it's awful.
Yeah,
is it?
Yeah.
Do you need a piece for that, or
it's basically a rabbit dying?
I don't even know what that sounds like.
Yeah, it's.
Can you do it, or do you need a piece for it?
Do you need a call for it? Yeah.
You could do a variation. It's pretty loud.
We'll have to take some pictures of all of the gadgets you brought.
Yeah, not very. Duck and goose calls are a lot more enjoyable to listen to.
We were practicing our goose calls earlier. Yeah, what do you give them your best one?
Well, that was because I was mimicking you and your facial expression, but like that.
Like that? Yeah. Are we close? How are we doing?
Yeah, it would probably work. Depends on where you're hunting. If you're in the right spot, it doesn't matter what you sound like.
Would that turn a goose on? Is that what the goose calling is doing? Is it like a mating thing, or what?
It's more of a feeding, and it's a social deal to where when geese are together. Actually, it's crazy because we use these calls to call the geese to us, but in reality, the geese are kind of saying, "Hey, come to our flock, but stay away from me," because they're very aggressive when they feed. They don't want to share their food. It's like if there's one last egg, walleye egg roll, you don't want to share it. You're kind of like, hey, stay away.
That's why I grabbed it so fast.
These are delicious.
Oh my god!
We had what was the walleye egg roll, and now I was just finishing up the duck one, and oh my gosh,
Nate is the master at that.
Nate, do you have a recipe for those?
Yeah, but he won't share. I've tried to get him to share.
Come on, man.
I'll share it with you guys.
You said that a year ago.
I actually printed out copies.
You did?
Yes.
I won't. I promise.
And I even threw a bonus one on there.
I will sign a consent. I will sign something that says I will not share with anyone. I promise you that. It's so good. I don't know how.
It's very good.
It's the best.
I know there's meat and cheese. Kidding. That's all. That's all we can tell you, but we can't tell you anymore.
No.
But you got to have them.
We do love it.
They're good.
So should we have him give us a call right now? Or
let's check out a goose call.
You want to hear a goose call?
Sure. I mean, I guess we don't know how many there are or any of that.
Yeah, the sky's the limit. That's what's fun about calling ducks and geese. You can be as creative as you want with the sounds because their vocabulary, we could never achieve all their sounds with a plastic call anyway.
No kidding.
But some of the sounds are just...
That's awesome.
That is.
Quick little rendition, but
and you make it look so easy because we're watching you and you're doing things with your mouth and your hands are moving a little bit. So obviously there is some trickery. There was a guy who used to practice duck calls out by the field at my old place, and we didn't know what it was at first.
Right.
And then we realized it's some guy out in the middle of the field by himself, like practicing the duck calls. So obviously it's a skill. I mean, you do have to work at it.
There's a little bit of a learning curve to it. I mean, it's a musical instrument. It's a piece of plastic with
a reed.
And so it's how you deliver the air to it. It'd be the same thing if you're playing like any type of wind instrument.
So is most of it how you deliver the air, or is there baffles in the call itself that alter the sound?
Not really. It's pretty much with your hand control,
Okay.
and then also the way you present the air into the call. It's basically a Mylar reed and a tone channel, which that's where the sound comes from.
Okay.
But it's mainly all manual. I mean, it's it's not an automatic. That's a stick shift there. So a little bit of a learning curve.
So these are the brand is Double Shot, right?
Well, it's field proven calls, but
Okay.
that's the model number.
Okay,
And-
Double Shot. Okay, cool.
Yep, and there's a couple calls for you guys too.
Oh.
Duck calls, you are more than welcome to keep them.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I think what we need to do is when we come back, because we are going to keep you around here for a little bit, Field, if that's all right, and pull you back on
You'll have
the
more
air.
if you have more egg rolls, I'll stay.
Yeah, Nate. You gotta
Nate,
I'll
we're
get on that.
going to sit
Okay,
back
all
in
right.
the kitchen
You
to cook it.
talk me into
I
it.
got T-shirts for everybody. That'll help.
Yeah, we'll get you T-shirts as well, and we'll have to find our winner for the beautiful
Yes.
Kruger Farms Dr. Pepper Sitka Dakota Vest and Optifade Marsh.
Yeah, we've been all week long. It's such a mouthful, so we're
so
getting really good at it. Yeah,
foreign
so
to
I think we should almost.
hunting.
Yeah. We'll have to give one of these away like every week because now we got it memorized. We can say it so
Yeah,
well.
that's
So.
right. But we'll come back. We'll do a little practicing with Field and see if we can't knock out a goose call.
Yeah, and we should do it outside. Maybe we can take it outside and see if we can call some geese into the parking lot.
There you go.
There's a good idea.
There you go.
Hey, don't forget to subscribe to our channel.
And if you want to check out more of the Loon Morning Show, go to 1037theloon.com.